Hello, this is Kevin. How can I help you?
Yeah, I was calling to see if you have any storage available.
What size are you looking for?
Uh, Trying to think, trying to figure that out actually.
Mhm.
Something a little bit larger. I mean, it's my whole house, so
This is your whole house. How much furniture, big appliances, anything like that?
well, it's 3 bedrooms worth of furniture. So your standard, I guess, what mattresses and
Mhm.
uh, chests and drawers,
Dressers.
that kind of stuff. Uh,
Mhm.
no appliances though. Don't have to worry about
No
bringing that with
appliances.
me.
Got it. Um, so for that, I'd recommend about a 10 by 20 should be enough. It's about 200 square feet. Um, they are currently going for $155 a month.
Okay, 5. Just writing that down. Okay, got it.
Mhm. Um, we do require all of our tenants to have some form of insurance on their goods for your convenience. If you're, say, homeowners or renters doesn't cover offsite storage, our policy is $15 a month, gets you 5 grand in coverage. And then the only other thing is we do use cylinder locks at this location. They kind of look like a cork in a wine bottle. We have them here for $21. If you find one elsewhere, you can feel free to bring that in with you. But if you needed to buy one with us, that'd be 21 on top of that. So all said and done, um, your moving cost should be roughly about $61 because it is on a $1 special.
Oh, okay. So okay, dollar for rent and then everything else. Okay, got it.
And then the subsequent months with that insurance would be 170 even every month after that.
What if I only need it for like a month? That's kind of the idea.
If
It's
you
kind of get in, get out kind of a
then
deal.
yeah, then no worries. It would be that 61 move in, and then that would be it. As long as you're out 30 days later, you wouldn't get charged any additional amount.
Okay, got that. All right. Okay, I guess I'll let you know then.
Okay, no worries. I'd recommend checking us out. You can make a reservation through there or by just calling us back at this number. Okay,
All right, sounds good. Okay, thank you.
perfect. You're welcome. Have a good rest of your day.
You too. Bye. Okay. Uh, Not bad. Not bad. Again, kind of missing a flow of it. All right. Lisa was a greeting, but didn't ask me for my name. Again, I know it's such a simple thing, guys, of just introducing yourself and who am I speaking with. But just getting that name out of the way and just starting the conversation that way, it really does set the tone. Okay, it's such a simple thing, but it's very effective. Building some rapport and value. And again, he did ask, what am I storing? What size do I need? Um, Again, I always like to flip that, all right? And not to say what size do you need, because now you're putting all that pressure on me of what are you storing so I can get a good size idea so we can find the right value for you. Okay, it's again subtle, but it makes all the difference in the world of not putting the pressure on me of finding out what size I need. I'm calling you, help counsel me through that, okay? What's the best size for what I'm storing? That way I can find the best value, okay? It's simple and effective. So we got a little bit through that of what size, got down to a 10 by 20. Great, got the pricing, here's the insurance. This is kind of on my trip up a little bit. I'd love to get thoughts on this too, on the comments and that. When you're getting pricing, great. But then when you start adding insurance and then you have to get the cylinder lock, okay? To me, sometimes it just feels like you're just tacking stuff on, and I totally get it. That's revenue generation, and that's for everyone's benefit of having insurance. So frame it as such, okay? Let me know, for your added security, your added benefit, we have insurance that's on this package as well, and you have to have a cylinder lock, for these units to store here. It's just we really, prioritize our security at this facility. Want to make sure goods are secure as possible, and these cylinder locks, the best you can get. Okay, just something like that to just help me kind of justify a little bit more and build more value in what you're charging me. Okay, and it only takes an extra 10 seconds to kind of get through that, and it's like, oh, okay, cool. and it kind of helps me drop any kind of complaints, just kind of the icky feeling I might get of just getting tacked on fees. All right, so think about that when we're giving you pricing. And again, I do like that they actually mention all that on the call up front. I hate going to my secret shop a site, don't get told that on the phone, then you go there, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, it was $1 moving special, but now we got this and this and this, now it's $70. Okay, it just feels like a bait and switch. So I love that they were able to put that on the phone. Just build some more value into it, okay? Helps justify the cost a little bit more. Lastly, with the reserve and confirmation, kind of end the call that way. There's no urgency. Again, I love to build a little bit more urgency of like, hey, we only have a few left of this size. Do you recommend to reserve this right now? May I get your name, phone number to put on this list for you? Just something so we can take it out of inventory. We'll save this for you for the next 24, 48 hours. That wasn't there. Okay, so there's no sense of urgency. I didn't really have any kind of reason to make sure I follow up with them. And speaking of follow-up, there was no question of, may I get your information so I can send you what we talked about, confirm what we talked about with the pricing and the size and the quote. Again, if you've heard any of the stuff I've done in the past, I love being able to get their text, to be able to send that in a text. It's like, cool. Hey, if I can get he didn't ask for my name, but again, see if you set it up in the beginning, get a name, kind of sets this up for the later in the call. I'd love to be able to send you a quick text just to confirm what we talked about, so you have it in writing. What's a good number to send this to? Okay, just doing that makes you stand out from everybody else. Okay, again, it's customer service. Now you're getting it to make sure you're able to follow up with them, and that's a whole other thing as well as the art of the follow up. But again, as far as the customer goes, I would love to be able to get that in writing in a text. This is what we just talked about, because we all know, if someone's calling around, they're going to call 3, 4, who knows how many locations, kind of price match and see what's going on. If you send a text that way, boom, they're on their phone. You've already kind of established that rapport a little more of a connection, rather than just trying to keep track of it and write and price it down. So again, hopefully all these calls you're listening to, you're starting to pick up on things like, oh, I like that idea, I like this idea. This is not meant for me to be like just ragging on all the calls, because there's a lot of great calls out there. But it's an art of continually improving your sales presentation. And man, once you kind of lock that in on getting that setup of the greeting and building rapport and value, qualifying the needs, setting up the pricing and the reserve and confirm, kind of getting those pieces in place, man, you'll just kill it. You'll stand out from everybody. And it's not that hard, just to kind of take some practice. And so with listening to these calls and listening to real calls and some of my evaluations afterward, I think it's bound to help your own call as well, just listening to it. And that kind of brings me up to something real quick, is if you don't already have this capability, set it up with like a tracking number. They're real cheap and inexpensive. That way you can listen to your own calls, okay? And trust me, you're going to be your own worst critic listening to yourself and your sales presentation, but it's the quickest way to make some changes quickly in your sales presentation. You'll start seeing your conversions just go immediately up, okay? So that's the whole point of doing this series. So hope you're enjoying it. I think it's fun for me too. I like doing these kind of calls, so I'll keep them coming. Take care. Hi everyone, this is Jim again. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to visit 3milestorage.com for more free resources on how to grow your self-storage business. See you on the next episode.